Arrma Outcast EXP 2-month update. Oh shit. Oh, there it is. Still on all four wheels. Think I can get it out of there? Easy. And that sums up this Outcast in a nutshell, man. This shit just handles everything. I've yet to break it. I've had it, I just did the Arrma EXB 2-month update video, and I bought this like a week after I bought the Italian, so nothing's broke on it yet. And I really only used it here at this place with the jumps, and as you can see, the jumps are not insane. They're just regular size, normal size little jumps, man. They're not nothing made. I'm not sending this at the skate park but I promise you, you take your RC to the skate park, man, and you will break it. Eventually, you will break it. Because that shit gets tempting. Trying to see how fucking hard you can send these things. Chassis still nice and straight. And even with these bigger tires, man, these are not the tires that it came with. It came with the backflips. I'm running the Duratrex stackers, which are belted. They're belted so they don't balloon. Makes doing tricks like flips and shit a little more difficult, but it doesn't make it impossible. Uh-oh. See this? Watch. Now this is a problem that I've been having. Sorry. It's actually nothing wrong with it. So yeah, there's actually nothing wrong with the RC. What happens is one of my motor leads become disconnected. And that could be the reason why my brakes were not working that well. So it's just as simple as just plugging them back in. Yeah, now we're good. That's what happens. You take a few hard landings and the motor wires just come off. That's fucking Spectrum using cheap ass bullets. I gotta get rid of this Spectrum stock system. But on my bashers, it doesn't really bother me to use Spectrum. I just don't like Spectrum for if you're gonna be doing speed runs and shit like that, I wouldn't recommend using the stock Spectrum motors and the ESCs. But if you're just doing some bashing like this, it's not terrible. Just gotta watch your motor temp. Yeah, I'm still not having good brakes. See that? I used to brake so much better. I'm sure I can just get the program card and turn up my brake strength. else do you want in an RC, man? And especially in a monster truck like this, a stunt truck. You know, it's fast enough. It handles fucking really well. It doesn't really roll over that often, no matter how like sloppy you handle it. You know, you could actually like physically try to make it roll over, and it's really hard. That's a good thing. So, if you have the Arrma Outcast or the Arrma Notorious 6S, should you get the Outcast EXB? You know what? Honestly, I'm gonna say yes. Even though I had the Notorious and I still bought this. I find myself using this a lot more. Now that's even more true nowadays because I don't have the Notorious anymore. I ended up selling it. But that's because I was using this more often. This is just, in my opinion, it's a lot more durable than the stock Notorious. Has a way better chassis, shock towers, chassis brace. I mean, it even comes with the aluminum 7075 servo mount. So I would definitely, you know, go for this. But if you can't justify spending the amount of money, because the prices have gone up on these fucking things, so you know what, maybe you're better off just sticking with the Notorious that you already have, because you could always just upgrade the Notorious. This was what I was doing. You could buy the fucking EXB chassis braces, aluminum servo mount, better shock towers. You could do all that and just save yourself some money in the long run. But you know, if you're an RC addict like I am and you want to have the latest and the greatest, I mean, how can I say no? You definitely should get it. I don't have any complaints on this truck, man. There's no durability issues. It doesn't have any cogging with the motor, even though it's Spectrum. The stock tires, I actually didn't put them on this truck, but I am using them on my Max, so I even got some good use out of those. So yeah, I really have no complaints, man. Honestly, can't say nothing bad about this truck. Arrma Outcast 6S EXB. Thanks for watching. Until next time, guys. RC Addiction. Later. Alright guys, this is a little unorthodox, but I just got finished making this video about the 2-month update. Arrma Outcast EXB. Said how I loved it. It's durable, never broke anything on it. Well, as soon as I stopped recording, I put it down and I just went straight down. Didn't even hit no jumps or anything. And I noticed my steering's not working. So I don't know if the servo shit the bed or if it's the servo horn. I'm thinking it's the servo. Servo probably shit the bed. And this is the AGFRC 32 kilogram servo that I use in all my trucks. Never had any problems with this before. But hey, there's a first for everything, I guess. Yeah, because it looks like that. Could be the servo saver too, but I think it's the actual servo. I think all them big jumps just kind of impacted the servo, made it shit the bed, strip out the gears maybe. I don't know. Is that the truck's fault or is that the servo's fault? Nah, I guess if I find out it's the servo, I guess it's the servo's fault. Just wanted to put this in. You know, I'm gonna add this at the end of the video just so I can be transparent. So I might have to stop recommending these AGFRC servos, man. They've been so good to me for the past 6 months. I have about 7 of them in my RCs. I'm gonna have to go back to the to the workbench at home and see what happened. So just wanted to, again, I wanted to be open and honest with you boys out there in this RC addiction. I will be back with another update, I guess. If I find out what the problem was, I will put it in the description. How about that? All right, we'll just do that. I'm gonna fucking take it home, see what happened, put it in the description. Arrma Outcast 6S EXP 2-month update. It's getting interesting now. Later. All right, got it back home on the bench, and all that happened was the screw came out of the servo. The top of the servo has 2 screws that go in to tighten it to the servo horn, and that's what happened. Just came on, the screws came loose. Back in action.